Hello everyone, I am your host FD907 and welcome to the second tournament of the second season for Tetris Tuesdays live on VTV. And let me start the music up again, but I am excited to be here with everyone today. Welcome everyone in the chat. Before we get started with the tournament and everything like that, for today's series of events, let me just start by welcoming everyone who's in the chat today, all of you wonderful competitors and viewers today, as we usually do. But welcome APOC, Galen, Blue Guitar, Cheap, D Million, JF, Mercury, Mystery, Mailing, Swag, Vigor, V and K, Zinjos, and Tetris PPT as well. So welcome everyone. This will be a medium-sized tournament, so it will be a decent one. For ignore that countdown on the screen, that does not matter anymore for a second. But welcome everyone. Today we're gonna get started here soon. I have everything pulled up and ready to go, so sorry about that delay. When we started. Actually, the tournament was supposed to start 15 minutes or 10 minutes ago and everything, but we actually had some connection issues and whatnot, so that's why we had to delay it by another 10 minutes. But welcome everyone to the second tournament of the Tetris Tuesday series, and we have season 2 ready to go here. So since we have this going, let me just turn the music back on for everyone so we can so y'all can hear and we can actually get things done. All right, so let me know if it's too loud or not. But all right, so how this will work now with these the seedings that we have now, hold on a second, is since we actually since people have actually played already and we have the rankings set up, I will go ahead and do that right now. Pull up the rankings for the the Tetris Tuesday series. So let me just start and not delay any time here. We'll start a room here very soon, and let me just close this. So for our tourney browser, as you can see, we have these lovely entries and whatnot in here. I don't think you can see that very clearly, but I am trying to go and do my best here if I can. But I'm trying to, let's see, just a little bit like that. All right, anyways, so as you can see, there's here's the entries as well, and then I'm gonna also put in the link here. And this is how we will set things up before we even get started with the tournament and the seedings. I think this is the first thing that we're going to do, everyone. So sit tight there, stay tuned. But since we have the first rankings of the season, I know y'all cannot see this at all, so I do apologize. But if I can actually zoom in on this, see if we can. There we go. So here are the rankings for season 2 so far. So what's going to happen here is, as a result, Cheap will automatically be the first seed, One Punch Man will be the second seed, and once again, oh no, he's not here, but if anyone's trying to enter into the tournament as well, the seedings are, I mean, not the seedings, but the entries are done. Galen, you have entered already, so you're already good to go. We should have your stuff right here. So anyone trying to enter the entries are closed right now, unfortunately. We had about an hour before they started and 30 minutes because of my late start as well. So unfortunately, the seatings are closed, but you know, be sure to stay tuned, because I can still show you how to come in next time. But I guess you can take this opportunity to go ahead and still seed if you want. So we got Cheap JF as second seed, Mailing is the third seed automatically right there. And Dazer's not here, Fizzle is not here either. Rutabaga is here, so that means that is the fourth seed. So we have the first 4 seeds automatically set up already for everyone. We're good to go there. So let's go to the let's see if anyone in the chat wants to still take a go at it. All right, so this is how things are gonna go on today, everyone. And it seems like my Twitch is lagging out on me. GG. FF at 20, please. Alright, that's wonderful. Wonderful Google Chrome. Alright, anyway. So I'm getting things started here. everyone. So since we have that, we're gonna go back to this in a minute, but these are gonna be the precedings now. But let's go ahead and start a new room. So we're gonna go to my Tetris browser actually for JS and pay no mind to this right now because this is gonna change here in a bit. But what I'm gonna do here now is start my own room. Anyone who's in the thing watching right now, it's gonna be called just VTV seedings, right? Seedings. All right, so VTV seedings, no limit of players, standard mode, and you can go ahead and enter in. So I'm going to create that, and y'all can go ahead and please go ahead and join if you can, so I can actually get the there goes the first person joining from Mailing and Rutabaga here. Do not spectate. I mean, spectate if you are already seeded here. So if you're the top 4 seeds already, you can all go ahead and opt out of this since you do not need to be seeded. But I would appreciate everyone joining right now if you can. VTV Seedings once again is the room name for the tournament. So luckily we do have a JS mod with us today. So if things kind of go south with some certain people, we do have someone in kind of delegated to help us out there. So let's give a big shout out to Eddie before we start the seedings for the tournament today. Everyone give a big shout out and love to Mr. Eddie here in the chat and in JS. He is one of the JS mods, and he has helped us out a lot throughout last week, and we're glad to see him here again, also competing. So with that being said, let me just go back to the let me go back to these settings here for everyone. So what we need here is the last seeds here. So the first 4 seeds, that means Cheap, JF, Mailing, and Rutabaga should not be playing right now. They should be spectating as we get the seeding started. And everyone who should be joining the room, it includes Eddie, Matt, Mystery, Romanian, D-Million, Roro, and Gillian. So if you folks can go ahead and join, this is how we will get started here. I should probably make sure to start the rooms before we even start the stream as well. So that's something that's by fault of me, but you know, you have to get the word around sometimes as well. So if y'all can join the room now, it's called VTV Seedings. Once again, VTV Seedings, and it's capitalized as well. So jstris.com, right? You can go here and it is called okay, 1 minute. So Matt, could you mute your, well actually, unless you have something to say here.
Yeah, what?
Oh, never mind. Sorry. All right. So I'm in the some of VC here with some of the people, but
wait, yeah, can I swear here?
So I guess some people can't watch the stream, I guess, as well, since they're but it's so what you do is you're gonna go into
I know how to play JS.
Oh no, I'm not, I don't mean you, but anyone who is there's some people who haven't joined the room yet.
So should I do like /play?
Yeah, since it's top 4 seeds who do not have to play right now. We're just kind of deciding the seedings for the other seeds.
Wait, where did I go then?
It's the room called BTV Seedings. You should be seeing it there, but if you can't, let me know.
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me just.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people should be
lobby.
7 people should be playing in the room right now.
I don't have an account, but yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3. So.
Oh God! All the settings are wrong. Hang on.
All right, so I'm gonna actually get off the VC, but you know y'all
Sure.
tune in right there. But
million.
all right.
Yeah.
What should be my R setting for 6?
All right, so. So those are some of the competitors here. They're ready to go. It seems like in the VC. I think that's pretty cool. But like I said, we need 7 people here today. Matt is here. Thank you, Matt, for joining us as well. So for those of you still trying to join the room right now, like I said, it's called VTV Seedings, and let's look at the Tetris browser right now, if we can. Let me just click off of here. So we have 6 people out of the 7, so we are missing 1 person. I have an open square bracket and I don't have a closed bracket. Okay, let me see. Oh, that's listen, the reason that is actually is because we are still deciding the seedings, how they will go, because some of the players are not actually ranked yet for our Tetris Tuesday rankings. So for that reason, we have to do free-for-all seedings when we play this as well. And since we have just started season 2, this is why we're doing this series of free-for-all rankings right now. But we still need the 7 people in here. I think the person we are missing is Galen. So Galen is the one person who is missing. So if Galen does not join the JS room, I'll give him about 1 minute. So if he cannot join us, we will have to probably go ahead and start the tournament without him, unfortunately, and just close this to a 10 seating room. So Galen, will give you like 50 seconds here now to join. He was here just a moment ago, so unfortunately we will have to start this without him here. And Raro is now spectating as well. All right, folks. So let's see, because I don't want to delay. I don't want to delay the stream for people right now as well. It's lobby VTV seedings right there, as Mercury City just linked to you as well. So Gillian, you got about 40 seconds. I think they linked him the room. 40 seconds left, or closer to 30. Let's see if he's in here now. Galen is in here, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Raro 9 still needs to. Raro still needs to go in here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. Let me see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means Raro 9. If you can please get back inside the room. There we go. And now we can start the seedings here. Once again, thank you all for cooperating very nicely. That went by a lot smoother and quicker than last time that we have done this. And let me just open this up for everyone to see as well. All right. I think we're good on that. Okay. All right, folks. So that means since we are here now, folks, welcome to the VTV Tetris Tuesday tournament series. Today is the second tournament of season 2, and we're gonna get started here very soon. As we can see, the players are warming up for the seeding round to go on. For the first 4 seeds, we have Cheep at the first seed, JF at the second seed, Mei-Ling at the third, and Rudabeg at the fourth. So because they are all ranked players in the Tetris Tuesday series, it is totally fine. We can actually count them as people who are sitting out for now. And it seems like one of our Twitch or Tetris staff have actually woken up here. But they're here and good to go. So thank you as well for joining us here. So all right, let's get started here very soon. So what's going on, folks, is people are warming up right now. We're getting everything going and good to go. So sit in tight. We're gonna get here very soon. Thank you all for joining us thus far. And it seems like my Twitch account is still giving me some issues. There we go. There goes my Twitch. All right. So, once again, players are still warming up. First round is a warm up here for the seedings. The first 4 seedings are already sitting out. So for those of you who look at the entries and see them, they're not there, unfortunately. And we'll get this going here pretty soon. And then I will link the brackets to you. But to see today's bracket, to see any bracket that we do for Tetris Tuesdays, you should always click ! bracket to get started here with the to actually view that and see who is in the seedings and how the bracket is going, and catch up with the tournament progress for today and any other week. So ! bracket to always view the tournament progress for Tetris Tuesdays. Anyway, so we're gonna get started here soon. That was the warm-up round for the seedings, and here we go. I think everyone is ready to go now, and this round will decide the seedings for for the tournament. So once this happens, I want the Tetris staff to please take a look at this and then arrange the players who are not in the first 4 seedings in that order. So from the 5th to 11th seed, arrange in the order how it is here. So it seems like we're going up to a strong start here. So far, Galen having a nice playing field right now, very clean and concise. Down at the, he doesn't have much of a stack up on him right now with those combos. It seems like Romanian might be in a bit of danger here, but he does manage to stack off and burn through that garbage. Eddie's still doing a nice nice run as well. It seems like Matt's gonna be the first one to top out. I didn't really notice that. That's going to be the 11th seed here for Matt. Galen going to top out here at 6th place. That's going to be the 10th seed for Galen here. We still have a close competition between Romanian and D-Million. Romanian and D-Million. D-Million managing to actually kind of play that and burn off this garbage here as well, clearing these gray lines as best as he can. There goes a T-spin from D-Million. Still going. It seems like it's very close here between Romanian and D-Million here for that, and it seems like the 5th, well, not the 5th seed, but the 9th seed is going to go to Demilian now. Eddie almost topping out here, and there he goes. That's going to be the 8th seed for Eddie. So now we have the 7th through the 5th seed going to be decided here by these last 3 players right now. It seems like Rara is in the best position right now to head off with that 5th seed, as we can see, but we're still going, and this is definitely not over yet. It seems like Mystery and Romanian going neck and neck right now. But Raro is still in a very comfortable position, as we can see right now. He is staying clear and concise. That's still a low playing field, but does get a lot of garbage sent onto him by Mystery and Minion right now. He does have a nice chance for a Tetris right there. He's going to take the opportunity, and there goes Raro with approaching a better garbage stack that he can clear off right now. But he doesn't have much of an option there. He has to take that risk there with the Z-bar. Unfortunately, that oh man, and there goes like that. The 7th seed is going to Raro, so now we have the 5th and 6th seed being decided here. Corona joins, and unfortunately we cannot allow Corona to join the seeding round here. But here we go between Romanian and Mystery. This is going to be the deciding factor for the 5th and 6th seed in the tournament. So both players going pretty strong. Romanian trying to set up that T-spin, a bit of a fail there, but still going to manage to burn off that garbage. Nonetheless, a bit of clutter there on that side. Romanian in a bit of danger here. Going to send down another Tetris to Mystery, but Mystery is in quite the advantage here with that playing field right now. Very clean and concise, but there goes Romanian. He comes back with a few combos there. A nice Tetris. He's setting up for that T-spin. Romanian gonna take the 5th seed, and now we can really set this off. So now there it goes right there, folks, and this is how it's going to be set up. So I'm going to go to the seedings here pretty soon, so y'all can see how this will play out. All right, so let's go to the tourney browser now. So according to the JS Tris results, we have Romanian is going to be at the 5th seed. All right. Mystery is going to be at the... I gotta refresh the page. GG. Romanian's going to be at the 5th seed. Mystery at the 6th. Roro at the 7th. Eddie at the... Yep, it seems like our Tetris staff is right on point. Galen is going to be at the 10th. And Matt is going to be at the 11th seed. So folks, with that being said, what you can do to see today's brackets here as we go along is click !bracket, type it in the chat, and you will be able to see, catch up with the tournament and be updated as quickly as possible. So !bracket for today's tournament bracket here. All right. Thank you very much, Blue Guitar's today's helper with the tournament bracket. So let's give Blue Guitar a round of applause here for his work. And now I think that means we can close the brackets now, close the seedings, and get started with everything with the tournament. So I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and save those changes now. And now we can really get started with the tournament, and that means here's how it's going to play out at the moment. But the very first thing that I need to do, of course, is set up another room here for a 2v2 matchup. So with that being said, we're going to set up another room. So please be patient with us. for today. Oh, it seems like there's my timer right there. All right, let's close that off. So folks, today, whoever is joining us today, we have just finished the seedings for the Tetris Tuesday Tournament Series Season 2 Tournament Number 2. And that means we're going into our tournament here officially now. And there's just one quick thing I have to do real quick. So let's go to the lobby here. I think we're live and set. Let's go to the lobby right now and set up another room. It's gonna be it has to be a 1v1, but let's set up VTV Tetris. Wait, VTV tournaments. Yeah, whatever. So VTV tournament is the room. All right. And go ahead and join there, and we will go ahead and be set. So it'll be no limit, of course, or is it going to be 2-player limit? Yeah, 2-player limit to actually to start and get that going. I'm gonna go ahead and create that right now, and let's go to spectator mode. So everyone else going to go to spectator mode here, and we're going to start the first round here pretty soon. Let me just readjust these settings right now. All right. So let's go to closing this out here. I think we're good to go in that aspect of things. So as we get started here, let me just go ahead and refresh everyone on the browser. I mean, on the sorry, yeah, not a 2v2. It is a 1v1. Thank you for the correction there, Swag Muffin. But let's go ahead and set this up right now. I'm actually going to make this proportional a little bit for the screen to get started here like that. I think we're good to go like that. All right, so for the first thing that we're going to do here, for the first seeding, that means I can't zoom in very well enough, unfortunately, so I'm going to try my best here for everyone today. But let's zoom in a little bit more if we can. All right, so for today's tournament, the first round is going to be Eddie versus D Million. So let's get that tournament hype, folks, for Eddie versus D Million. Here we go in the first round. If you two can go ahead and join, and before we start here, the rules of today's tournaments, as usual, all these rounds are best of 3s. All right, and the loser goes on to the losers brackets, so you still have a chance to go far in the tournament. So all rounds are best of 3 until the semifinals. Semifinals are best of 5s, including the finals as well. And then after that, we will decide the grand winner. Best of 3s for round 1 here. So can we have Eddie and D Million? You two do have a warm-up round for every start. For every round you have a warm-up round, but you do have an option to skip that warm-up round if you wish. Skipping the warm-up round does help us conserve time a lot better, but I'm not going to count anything against you or hold any grudge against you if you skip the warm-up as well, because some people are not warmed up already and they need to get things going. So like I said, there is one warm-up round with an option to skip the warm-up round for that round. So, and then warm-ups will end once we hit the semifinals, or once everyone has a chance to play. I mean, no, yeah, semifinals is when the warm-ups end. So here we go, the first round, round 1 with Eddie versus D Million right now as we go. So the music has stopped, but unfortunately, as we can see here, D Million with a bit of a miss drop there with the T piece right now. Eddie going strong and punishing that little mistake there. Eddie trying to set up for another T-spin. It didn't seem like he got that there, so he's going to set up a quick Tetris there. And there goes a flurry of combos. That means Eddie is going to have 1-0 so far with that round as we go along here. And the brackets should be started here. They are live. Thank you for that blue guitar. So Eddie's going to be leading the tournament. I mean, not the tournament, but the round 1-0. Over D Million. All right, let me just make sure I put this tournament entries there. Round 1. All right, so here we go with match number 2 for round 1, Eddie versus D Million. It seems like D Million gonna set up a nice double T-spin there onto Eddie. Eddie with a bit of a miss drop right there. 2 miss drops in a row. That might be a bit of that might be some sort of unfortunate situation. I couldn't find the words there right off the tip of my head. But D-Million gonna go off with another T-spin, and he does a nice job of clearing off the garbage as quickly as he can. Gonna instantly counter that with some combos of his own. It seems like Eddie needs to do some digging here, some burning on the right side. He's gonna set up another nice T-spin on a D-Million. Both players neck and neck right now, and Eddie sending off that other Tetris onto D-Million. D-Million gonna quickly try to set up this T-spin. He's looking for it right now, but he unfortunately did not have the right bag to do that. So it seems like he's gonna have to be doing a bit more digging. There goes a nice T-spin from D-Million, but it seems like Eddie is still with that advantage there. Another Tetris from Eddie. The two trading pairs of Tetrises right now, but it seems like Eddie doing so at a faster rate. He's setting up for yet another T-spin, and there it goes right there. Another T-spin he's setting up for. There goes a T-spin. Both players kind of neck and neck, but there goes a Tetris and T-spin from Eddie. He's really getting onto D-Million here. D-Million is in some danger, and that's going to be a nice 2. Was that warm up? Wait. Okay, no. Was that 1-0 or was that the warm up there? Did we skip the warm up? If so, that's still 1-0. I think, yeah, no, that was 1-0 or 0-1. Okay, so never mind. My bad. The last one was the warm up. So that is actually a 1-0 for Eddie right now. My apologies there, folks.
What the hell, FD? This was supposed to be a lit round. You said it was 2-0, but it's 1.
Yeah, no, sorry about that, folks, but Eddie's gonna lead on 1-0 to D-Million here. So now we're gonna go on to the second match of our best of 3 right now in the first round with Eddie versus D-Million, and it seems like I need to do a better job of setting up some counters here, like to show how many matches in the round that people win. But I'll do that and get some third party things to help set that up. So anyway, both players going out to a strong start right now. It seems like Eddie's going to set up for that nice tuck for that T-spin right there. Might have done a bit of a misdrop there with the T-piece again as well. Both players kind of neck and neck, but it seems like Eddie taking the advantage, kind of taking the lead right now. He's setting up for yet another Tetris here, but that's just going to be a quick double. He's trying to burn down and stack through this, burn through this garbage as quickly as possible to set up a better position and opportunity for himself. There goes Eddie with another T-spin. D-Million trying to also counter that as well. He's setting up, he has a nice position for a Tetris, and there it goes. Boom Tetris for D-Million, but he's actually going to be stacking, the odds are going to be stacking against his favor right now from Eddie because he is going at a very fast rate there. There goes a nice Tetris from Eddie, but it's going to be offset by D-Million with his Tetris of his own, countering very well here in this match. And there goes another Tetris from D-Million. He is in some trouble there. That was almost a misdrop. D-Million caught that instantly. He could have cost the match for himself, but still manages to stay in there and tuck in that Z. Oh, there goes the misdrop from the S-bar. Unfortunately, that's going to be from Eddie. That's going to be a 1-1 series tie right now. That means this is match point. The next person to win the match will win this round. So it is 1-1 series tie. A very close series right now between Eddie and D-Million 73. And once again, well, actually, I'll say that later. But I need some water here. Oh, there goes D-Million with a quick clear. I think that was probably a perfect clear, but that got stacked so high. A lot of garbage for Eddie to clear through here. D-Million with the early advantage. He might actually be taking this round here off Eddie's hands pretty soon if he manages to keep up this momentum. There goes a misdrop from Eddie. Another misdrop from Eddie there. That's going to be intense. He's looking for that long bar, but unfortunately, that was a nice early round play there from D-Million, and that's going to be a 2-1 win. D-Million going to move on to the second round. And now Eddie going to move on to the lower bracket. So once again, to watch today's brackets, you can always click on !brackets to stay tuned with that and look at and stay updated with today's tournament events for Tetris Tuesday. And also, if you want to tweet us out, do hashtag Tetris Tuesday on Twitter at VarietyTTV, like you see on the screen. But let's go ahead and I'm going to show you all the brackets now for the Eternity browser. So that means Eddie will move on to the lower bracket. D-Million moves on to face Cheap in the second round. But now we have Borrow9 versus Galian here in round 1 for Tetris. So Roro 9 versus Galen, if y'all both can go ahead and enter. And like I said, both players have the chance to skip the warm-up round if they wish to do so. So Roro 9 versus Galen should be starting here soon. Like I said, best of 3, you have an option to warm up, but you can also skip that option if you wish to do so. And I think it's only Roro right now in this room. Let's see, him and Galen, there we go. So both players are in the room. It seems like Roro 9 is going to skip the warm-up. Galen has not given you can opt to skip if you want. So like I said, as tournament rules, you can skip the warm-up if you wish to do so, and we can get started with the with that current match, but you still have an option, like I said, to skip or not. Either way is totally fine. Since we are in no hurry here, so we are good to go. And anyone just joining us in round 1, this is the second match of round 1. Thank you for joining us today in the Tetris Tuesday tournament series. And we have tournament number 2 of season 2 getting started here, and this is going to be the second match. Roro 9 versus Galen here, starting very soon. It seems like both players are going to skip the warm-up, so we can go ahead and get started with the round here. So both players, if you can go ahead and reset the counter. So here we go instantly, starting off right now, Roro coming off with a nice T-spin there to start with another Tetris, and there goes probably a bit of a misdrop there from Galen with the Z-bar. Unfortunately, there goes a nice Tetris there from Roro 9. He's going to send off a few more combos, trying to get this going here as best as he can. It seems like Galen going to kind of make this a bit of an equal playing field with Roro 9, so they're going to be kind of neck and neck right now, but Roro kind of hitting off with the lead right now. He's going to send off another Tetris at the moment. There goes another T-spin for Roro 9. Galen trying to get this in as quickly as possible, needs to get this playing field cleared out so he can actually burn through this garbage. Galen almost in danger there, but he is in a bit of a danger from topping out here. So it seems like he's going to use this eyepiece here as best as he can. And there goes a quick reaction there from Galen, but it seems like he's still in danger. There goes the top out there. Roro 9 doing some excellent work with those tucked in T-spins, and that's going to be a 1-0 series lead so far for Roro 9 over Galen. So 1-0 Roro 9, like I said, and here we go. The second match of round 1. Alright, so here goes the second set right now. Roro 9 versus Galen. It seems like both players kind of neck and neck, but Galen comes off with an early advantage. There goes a Tetris from Galen, another T-spin and Tetris from Roro to counter onto Galen. And there goes boom, Tetris for Roro 9, a T-spin as well. Roro 9 going to instantly set that off. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like a few misdrops there, but still being able to punish those mistakes quickly enough and setting it off with a painful T-spin from Roro 9. That's going to be a 2-0 lead, and now he's going to move on into the bracket. So as you'll see here, pretty soon the brackets will be updated from Blue Guitar. So once we get that going, that means we will be able to see that Roro 9 moves on to round 2, and then we will see the first lower bracket round going over here. So here we go there. It is kind of a complicated seating today since we do have 11 players, so that is an odd number. Whenever we had an odd number of seatings, that does make things a bit more complex there as far as the brackets go. But I think I will refresh here soon to see if this is updated. Still not yet, so that's totally fine. We're gonna go ahead and report that score. Oh. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so he was already on it. My bad, Blue Guitar. I didn't know you were gonna see that here. So anyway, let's go to the Tetris match here. So it seems like Mystery and Matt are next right now. They're already doing their warm-up, so let's go ahead and not waste any time. My bad, guys. So Matt and Mystery are gonna be doing their first round warm-up right now. I'm gonna go grab some water while we're doing this. And for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Tetris Tuesday Tournament Season 2, Tournament number 2. and we're still in the last match of the regular round 1 brackets, and then we'll move on into the lower brackets after this match to kind of decide who will move on to round 2 there. So these brackets are a bit complex today. All right, so all right, here we go. So actually, it's already started. My bad. I was drinking some water, but it seems like Matt comes off with a nice few Tetris combos there. He's going to take the early advantage on the Mystery right now, and Mystery coming off with a bit of a misdrop there from the eyepiece. Unfortunately, that did not give him enough room there. So now that's going to be a 1-0 lead there for Matt in the first round here. So here we go once again. Matt versus Mystery here. It seems like Matt's setting up for that double T-spin there, and he's going to set up a quick double there right now. He does have a nice chance to counterplay with this garbage stack right now. He's going to burn through this garbage. Very clean setup garbage here, so not much of a thing to worry about right now. Going to set up another T-spin from Matt there, but it seems like Mystery is going to instantly come up with those combos. Some very nice aggressive playstyle and T-spins there onto Matt. So Mystery now going to take the match 1-1 for a series tie. A series tie, I mean. GG. So this will decide who moves on to the next round. It seems like Matt gonna come up with some nice T-spins, a few soft drops there. Had to tuck in to avoid that misdrop there from Matt. It seems like he is gonna set up for another J bar here on the right side, setting up the left side of the grid right now. And there goes a few Tetris combos as well. He's looking for that T-spin, did not find the T-bar, but here it comes right now. There goes a T-spin from Matt on the Mystery. Mystery trying to find this position, his positioning a little bit better right now. And there it goes. There goes the misdrop on the S-bar from Mystery. That might cost him a little bit more. He is still trying to burn through that little cluster there, unfortunately, and that will cost him a little bit, but he is still able to send off some good lines and some combos on the mat here. So nonetheless, that misdrop did not cost him much. Fortunately enough, there goes Mystery. Matt's in danger here, and that's going to be a 2-1 series lead for Mystery, and that means he's going to move on to the second round. Mystery versus Matt, 2-1 for Mystery. And let's go ahead and update the tourney browser. So for anyone who's watching today, you can just click on bracket, !bracket, to watch today's series of events to always stay updated for whoever is watching the Tetris Tuesday tournament. So, like I said right there, and it will link you to the brackets so you can always stay up to date. You can catch up with the tournament brackets and who is competing and who is where without having to wait for the stream. So once again, !bracket for a useful tool for any tournament Twitch stream. Anyway, now we're going to move on to round 2 here, folks, to decide who's going to be facing off in the lower bracket round 1. So the first round of round 2 is actually going to be with Cheap versus D Million, the 1st versus the 9th seed. Let's mark this in progress with Cheap versus D Million. So let's go ahead and do this now and see if they're both here to go. Cheap versus D Million 73, and you can opt to skip the warm-up round if you wish to do so, but if you don't skip the warm-up round, that is also totally fine. So let's see what's going to go on here. Alright, seems like D Million 73 is going to opt in for a warm-up, so we're going to do this quick warm-up match, and since we are at round 2, let's go ahead and get this started. Alright, today's stream is sponsored by the VTV hype train, so make sure you always get that marathon and tournament hype going into the chat whenever you see us live. Anyway, that was a quick, very quick warm up there from D Million and Cheap. So now we're going to move on into the very first match of the second round to decide who's going to move on into the semifinals. All right, here we go. GG. There goes the first match. Cheap with a bit of a miss drop there from the Z-bar, but still going to manage to clean this out as best as he can. D-Million also doing a great job of getting that aggression here early, trying to stack this off as quickly as he can. There goes those quick combos there from D-Million. He's actually putting Cheap against the ropes here a little bit, but both players now going to be neck and neck. Cheap doing a nice job of answering and countering that play there. Early play style from D-Million. That was a really nice job of getting the aggression on early on a Cheap there and punishing that mistake with the misdropped Z piece there. So it seems like D-Million, though, he's in a bit of danger of topping out here, but still managing to get in these T-spins and whatnot. But but there goes the quick last minute flurry there. He's gonna be quick with that, and that seems like Cheap is gonna take the first round 1-0 series lead. I mean, yeah, second round 1-0 series lead onto D-Million. And for those, oh god, all right, I can't even speak right now. So it seems like now Cheap is going to take the bit of the aggressive path, but it seems like he did a huge misdrop there, and that may put him in some danger. Another misdrop there from Cheap. He might actually be almost opting out for a top out in this round. It seems like Cheap has almost no other choice. Needs to go ahead and burn out this garbage as quickly as possible. And that was a quick burn. He was in a lot of danger there. D-Million does just a wonderful job of having that aggressive playstyle early, but it seems like that's not going to be enough. Unfortunately, Cheap is going to move on 2-0 onto the third round for the semifinals. So let's go on to the tourney browser now and see who's going to be next. Oh wait, never mind. Semifinals are not. It's just round 3 next. so that means Cheap versus D-Million. If Blue Guitar can edit those scores right now, round 2. Thank you very much, Blue Guitar CL. He is today's Tetris staff helper, since our Tetris staff came in a little bit late, but we do appreciate all of our Tetris staff here at the Tetris Tuesday tournament series. So big shout out to Blue Guitar CL and also One Pun or OPM for being our Tetris staff and always staying there and helping out with as much as you can. So we do appreciate our Tetris staff, and also Eddie for being a JS staff, helping us out as well. So anyway, let's move on to round 2 once again. Rutabaga versus Royman here, if we may. So Rutabaga versus Royman. Let's go ahead and get this going here. Is Eddie still live here? Is Eddie still here? He did not leave the room. All right, good. So Eddie, if you can hold on a second. So it seems like in the room right now we have a bit of a problem here. There is somebody who does not know this is a tournament match. He's gonna top out here. All right. Okay, so y'all have an option to warm up here or skip the warm up if you may. Best round of 3. So thank you, Eddie, very much for helping us out. So they have an option to skip the warm up now if you want, or you can go ahead and move on into the warm up phase. So they're gonna decide whether or not they want to warm up. But yeah. So while this is going on, I would ask very politely if people in the lower brackets can play their round. So if D-Million versus Matt can go into a separate room. D-Million and Matt, if you can compete with that bracket in the separate room right now, so we can make things going on a little bit more smoothly. Since your bracket is already set, it would make things go a bit more smoothly, and y'all tell me the results of that. You have best of 3, like I said, and it seems like there's going to be no rumble here. So Romanian versus Rutabaga. It's going very quickly here. Rutabaga setting up for that T-spin right now. Both players neck and neck, having some very clean garbage right now. It seems like Romanian going to go off with a nice Tetris combo there. Only 19 lines being sent, but very quick and efficient there. Rutabaga had the nice early game advantage here, setting off a lot of lines, but Romanian able to counterplay this as quickly as possible. And there goes the 1-0 lead from Romanian, and it seems like my music sort of cut off here for some reason. So we'll turn on the music here very soon. Romanian versus Rutabaga, round 2. It seems like Romanian going to be in a bit of danger here. He's going to set up another Tetris combo with a T-spin there on a Rutabaga, and that's going to be some insane damage here, or an insane stack of lines that's going to be sent right now. Both players neck and neck. Romanian is in some trouble here right now. Needs to set up for this T-spin as quickly as possible, but did not get the right bag that he needed, unfortunately. But Romanian still going to go off strong here with a nice T-spin. Another T-spin, 2 pairs there for Romanian, and he's going to go off with a third T-spin there in a row and a rutabaga, and that might be it. It seems like that might be the first one. If this is going to be the 1-0 series lead here for Romanian, it seems like he's going to set up another set of T-spins right there. There goes the 2 T-spins, and that's going to end it right there. And I think that's a 2-0 series. Was that a 2-0 or 1-0 so far? I forgot whether they sort of the match already or not, but 1 second, we're going to actually change the music playlist. So hold on. Okay. Okay, so that was a 2-0. My bad. I kind of lost track there. But that's going to be a 2-0 series lead and a win for Minion. So let's go into the tourney browser here. So that means, with that being said, so what's going on right now is D-Million and Matt 1 are facing off in the first round of the lower bracket. So that is not going to be streamed for now, since we are going to be setting these things off. So what's going to happen now is Rutabaga versus Romanian is going to be set off here, and then once this bracket is done, we can move on to JF versus Raro 9. But so let me just make sure we are good to go here. Alright, so let me make sure the music is all good here as well. GG. Alright, good. Alright. So with this being said, let's see if we're good to go. So Blue Guitar CL, if you can report these scores as quickly as possible. Let's see if they have been reported. Probably. Oh, alright, so that's totally fine. Let's go ahead and update these scores right now. With Romanian, I think he took the was that the first round, or let me see here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that means Romanian got the 2-0, right? Yeah, he did. Alright. Let me just make sure here as well. So if someone in the chat can help me out with that as well. Alright, so it seems like someone said he needs more time. He's currently playing against Tetris. So but both players are in the room right now. Jaya versus Raro 9. I'm sorry, hold on a second. Where is our staff right now? Where is Blue Guitar? Calcutta, thank you for following and joining us for the Tetris Tuesday Tournament Series Season 2, Tournament number 2. So we are trying to figure out this situation right now. It seems like I'm trying to figure something out here. So first of all, for those who are wondering, we're not going to stream the this round right here because D-Million versus Matt, they're going to go ahead and do that round for a best of 3 in the lower brackets and then tell us the results, so we can just keep the stream running a bit smoothly. And we're only doing this because it's an odd number bracket right now. But we can always edit this as we go along, but I would say that Romanian got the 2-0 lead. Or Romanian, I keep saying Romanian, but since D-Million and Romanian, yeah, I get that mixed up. But Romanian is going to be moving on to round 3 here versus Cheap. But before we get started, yeah, I kind of forgot. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I actually did get that a bit mixed up, but we have our faithful players and people who will fix that mistake. Sorry. Anyway, so it seems like Matt and D-Million are off to go for that round as well. But also, thank you, Calcutta, for following us as well. Hope you're having a lovely day. Thank you for joining us in the tournament as well. We do have a Discord, so just 1 minute for folks wanting to join the Discord. Just go ahead and click !Discord to see our events when we are live with the Tetris Tuesday tournaments as well. And to always stay tuned with the brackets. Today's bracket will be always featured on !Bracket. So you can always catch up with the tournament and see how we are doing with that. Anyway. Okay. Now let's move on. With that being said, thank you everyone for your patience. I had a readjust the brackets and whatnot. And now we're gonna start with JF versus Rower 9 in the next round here. The next match for round 2. So if these two can get started here, I'm not sure where the yeah, so it seems like that lower bracket will be played a little bit later on with D Million versus Matt J, but Rutabaga versus Galen. If you two can also go into a separate room as well and compete there to move on to the next bracket for round 2 as well, we would appreciate that. But JF versus round 9, let's see if they want to opt out to skip. So it seems like they're both going to do a warm-up. And we're going to get started here now. Sorry about that, folks. Alright. So now we are started here with the warm-up right now with JF versus Rower 9. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking here right now. Just need to check some tabs. And while they are warming up, everyone, welcome to VTV Tetris Tuesday Tournament Series Season 2, Tournament number 2 here today. And we are still commencing the second round. Coming up in this round is JF versus Rower 9. They are warming up right now for a best of 3 match series right now. So thank you everyone for joining us. Today's match is sponsored by the VTV Hype Train, which is actually a fictional sponsor, but I say it for the lulz and the lulz and the trolls. So the VTV Hype Train, that means we always sponsor the hype, the tournament and marathon hype here with the VTV Hype Train live on Twitch. So make sure you get yourself some of that hype. Hop on the VTV Hype Train whenever you can. We are proud to have the Hype Train today as our sponsor here in the warm-up today. The warm-up match today. So let's get some hype whenever we can. Let's get the Kappa 123 hype in the chat now as we are finishing this warm-up right now. I don't yeah, they both have opted for a warm-up round, like I said. So we are still commencing here, but I guess also I will say one quick thing as well. So it seems like D Million is going to win the match there for D Million versus Matt there. So that means in this lower bracket here, we're gonna move D Million on to the next round. So if Blue Guitar, if one of our Tetris staff can get help us with that as well, would be appreciated. All right. All right, so let's go back into the series here. So Rutabaga and Galen also need to create that room if they can as well. This is a very long warm-up, by the way. I cannot believe my eyes how long this warm-up is. This is I can tell you right now, folks, this is going to end up being a very long match. All right, so it seems like JF is going to be moved to spectator. JF has left the match today. Wait. So it is default. We're having some confusions about the settings right now. It's a default setting. Default hurry up garbage. So now we're gonna start. This is a very long warm up match. I do apologize for the misconception here. Thank you, Kakado, for the the music shout out there. We try to get the best music here for the tournament series and hype as well. All right, anyway, here we go. The very first round. Now we're actually going to start RO9 versus JF, going 1v1 in the second round. I believe this is the last match of the second round before we move on into the third. JF going to instantly burn down this garbage as well as RO9, but it seems like both players kind of neck and neck right now. JF kind of taking the slight lead here versus RO9. This is getting pretty intense right now. RO9 coming in with a nice T-spin. He's going to set up another T-spin there from RO9. That's going to be intense here. So let's see here. There goes a nice Tetris stack from RO9 versus JF. This is probably going to be a very close series given that how long that warm-up stage was, but it is going to be exciting here. There goes a T-spin from RO9. Both players neck and neck. This is probably the one of the closest matches that I've kind of seen. I guess the two players closest in skill as you can get at this rate. Because there's really no one taking a clear advantage over the other, kind of both trading blows back and forth right now with their combos. It will honestly have to come down to who makes a mistake first and who is able to punish that the best. And it seems like both players neck and neck. JF with a bit of a garbage stack there, but he is going to be able to burn down that garbage soon. RO9 is in a bit of danger here. There goes a misdrop there from RO9 that might cost him the match there. That was a sort of a horizontal misdrop there from the eyepiece. And like I said, folks, this is a very close series. There goes the 1-0 for JF, but it does always come down to, in this sort of close match set, is just how efficient one is able to go without making many mistakes, and you know how good someone is able to punish that mistake. So it seems like JF 1-0. There goes a few misdrops there from RO9, so that might cost him a little bit, but still able to burn through that garbage quickly enough. RO able to come back from that mistake there and still being able to come through this as cleanly as possible. But JF, he says no. There goes another misdrop there from RO9. Unfortunately, those mistakes, those pairs of mistakes are going to cost the match there for RO9, and JF going to move on 2-0. So now we need to do another bracket update. So before we start here, let's go ahead and update the bracket now. So JF going to go with the 2-0, and I'm not sure if our staff have... Yes, so thankfully our staff is here again at the bracket. So that means D-Million actually won at 2-0 in this series here, but our tournament staff here is helping out in the brackets once again. So thank you very much helping us out. So that means we're going to have the last match of our round 2 series with Mei Ling versus Mystery. So in this case as well, can we have Galen versus D-Million kind of face off in this round here for that bracket, and y'all tell us the results if you can. But it seems like these brackets are getting intense. D-Million versus Matt, and as you can see the results here for this lower bracket, and we're going to have Galen versus D-Million coming up next in this bracket. And you know, we'll decide who will go on from there. But now we have Mei Ling versus Mystery here, and that's going to be the next match. So round 2 with Mei Ling versus Mystery. If you both can join. Mei Ling versus Mystery here. Oh, what the hell happened? Why did I? Okay, so it seems like we're waiting on Mei Ling right now to join the room here, and now both players will opt to have a skipped round here. So I mean, not round, but they will opt to have a skipped warm-up or not. So let's do this here. So once again, it is best of 3, and both players. It seems like Mei Ling says they need one warm-up to see if D-Million paid Mystery. So we're gonna find out in this warm-up match to see if in fact D-Million did pay Mystery to join today's tournament. All right, and as a result of that, It's okay. I mean, it's totally fine if he did. But here we go. Now we're gonna start the match. Now we're gonna start the match versus Mei Ling versus Mystery. Mystery gonna instantly come off with some quick combos there. Oh god, there goes a few misdrops there from Mystery, and that might cost them a little bit right there. Mei Ling is going to come up and punish those mistakes there from Mystery, and that might cost them the match there. Mystery is in a lot of danger of topping out there. Can't do much, trying to tuck in that eyepiece very close there, but it seems like Mystery was patient enough to make sure that that eyepiece didn't go down the wrong way, but still in a lot of grave danger here. That misdrop did cost Mystery quite a lot there in the beginning of the match, and it seems like Mei Ling is going to try to take this clear advantage. A bit of a misdrop there from Mei Ling as well, but still, nonetheless, Mystery did have a chance to come back now, and that seems like Mystery is going to bring the walls tumbling once again for Mei Ling, and it seems like there goes a nice comeback there from Mystery, being in danger of a top out, but it seems like Mei Ling still manages to burn through that garbage there and counterplay Mystery's aggressiveness there. But an excellent comeback there from Mystery on that round. I mean, on that middle game there. To burn through that garbage. Oh god, I misdropped there. 2 misdrops there from Mystery, and that might be another costly play. Mei Ling needs to punish this now if they're going to go ahead and win in this match here right now. It seems like Mei Ling doing a great job of punishing, and that is going to be a 1-0 lead for Mei Ling onto the series now. It seems like so. Now Mei Ling versus Mystery once again. 1-0 so far. 1-0 lead for Mei Ling. That's the last match of round 2 to move on to the round 3 festivities. And it seems like Mei Ling's in a lot of danger right now. Mystery coming off with some huge combos, huge Tetris and T-spin combos here in the beginning. Thank you for the follow, Mika Me Tetris. And it seems like Mei Ling going to top out their Mystery with the 1-1 series tie onto Mei Ling now. And now this match next is going to decide who is going to move on to round 3. Mei Ling going to instantly come off with a lot of damage there. That was a very nice clear there from Mei Ling with that Tetris there in the beginning. Going to set off a very aggressive playing style. Going to put Mystery in the ropes a little bit, but it seems like Mystery is able to bring this match to a neck and neck state right now. Mystery and Mei Ling very, very close to each other right now, neck and neck. It seems like Mystery is trying to set off this T-spin right now. A few misdrops. It seems like there is not a very good position right now for Mystery to be in. Trying to dig here a little bit and get themselves a better playing field right now. There goes another misdrop there from Mystery. That might be it might be mysterious how they're going to be able to burn through that, but it seems like the mystery has been solved by Mei Ling, and that's going to be a 2-1 series lead, and it seems like Mei Ling is going to go ahead and win this series. GG. Nice series lead. Yeah. 2-1. Or 2-1, 2-0. I believe 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 for Mei Ling. So let's go to our tournament browsers right now. So 2-1 for Mei Ling. I think that the guitar set that off now. And in the lower brackets, it seems like D-Million won 2-1 here. So I'll go ahead and update that now. So do not start yet, folks. We're going to go ahead and fill up the brackets. I need to go ahead and check on something, folks. We're taking a little bit of a break here for just a second. Give me 1 minute. All right. Sorry about that, folks. So D-Million won 2-1. That's right in the lower brackets there. Sorry about that. Had to update this for a little bit. So, all right. So now we're gonna have Mystery is in the what? Hold on a second. Mystery should be moved on to this bracket here. What the hell? Hold on. Yeah. please submit the scores when you do them. What the hell? Oh, okay, that's right. So Mystery and Eddie are gonna do their round 1 here in that lower bracket. So with that being said, after this round here, after round 3, we're gonna move on into the lower brackets and go back and transition into this as well, so we can catch up with that as well. So the next match is gonna be Cheap versus Royman here in the upper brackets here. So let's go ahead and get these two in the room now. So the stream buffers for you, you can, if you're competing today in the stream buffers for you, you have that option to go ahead and skip the, you can go ahead and skip the, not skip, but pause the stream if you need to compete. But Cheap versus Royman is up next. So as you can see in the bracket for round 3 right now, Cheap versus Royman up next, and my charger. Is here. Okay, anyway, Cheap versus, let's go ahead and move to the okay, my bad. So Cheap versus Royman, if Royman can please go ahead and join the room. So Royman, we need you to get in here if you can for the first match of round 3. All right, and then so the lower brackets are playing the matches themselves, so we can keep things going a bit smoothly here. So Mystery and Eddie are playing their brackets right now, and Blue L, if you can also, I mean, yeah, Blue Guitar, if you can also edit the lower brackets as we go along here as well, that would be appreciated. So I think they're going to probably opt to skip the warm-up or not. So they're going to ask each other right now. So, for those of you just joining us, welcome to the VTV Tetris Tuesday Tournament, Season 2, Tournament number 2. And we are in round 3, just before the semifinals, but we're going to move on into the lower brackets to catch up with that, and play the lower brackets out to actually move on to round 2 as well. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to this round here. Cheap versus Romanian here, as we can see. It seems like they're going to skip the warm-up round, so we're going to go right into it. Romanian going to set up a T-spin and a Tetris there on the Cheap. Cheap is in a bit of danger here, with both players approaching a neck-and-neck status. It seems like Romanian had to, he didn't have the best placement for him, but he's still going to manage to get this aggression on very quickly. Romanian going to set off some great combos on a Cheap there. If that T-spin comes in, there goes the T-spin from Romanian, and that's going to be devastating here for Cheap. There goes 2 Tetrises though from Cheap. He's going to manage to burn through this garbage as quickly as possible. There goes another Tetris and a few combos there from Romanian, but Cheap able to burn through this as quickly as possible. That was a very aggressive play there from Romanian, getting the early game advantage here. I mean, the early match advantage, but Cheap, you know, you can never really count him out. Does a great job of counterplaying and staying composed there. So Cheap now going to come up with a T-spin. There goes another T-spin there, or setting up a T-spin there from Romanian. Bit of a misdrop there from Romanian as well, but still going to stay in this match very closely. With Cheap, Romanian is in a bit of trouble here. He needs to go ahead and burn through this garbage as quickly as possible. He is in a bit of danger here from Cheap. Cheap is setting off some combos here. He's looking for that T-spin, and there goes boom Tetris. I mean, boom T-spin for Cheap, but still Romanian going to burn off through this garbage as quickly as possible. So that didn't really do much, unfortunately, in Cheap's case there. But Romanian probably being a bit too greedy there at the end, and Cheap punishing that high position that Romanian was in with that stack. So that's going to be a 1-0 series lead for Cheap. Here we go. Romanian versus Cheap. Here goes the the Tetris there from Romanian. Cheap sending in another he's looking for another combo. There was a bit of a misdrop there in the beginning from Cheap at the moment there. So Cheap is looking for that other T-spin, really setting off some aggressive plague style. That might have been another misdrop there from the J bar, but still managing to get this off as quickly as possible. Or no, that was the L bar, sorry. But still, Cheap just instantly coming in with those moves 2-0 onto her minion. And sorry, I had to catch my breath, so my commentary was a little slow. But that's going to be a 2-0 series lead for Cheap here. So let's go ahead and update the tourney browsers here as well. So with that being said, do not start the round yet, because we need to see what was the results between Mystery and Eddie here in the lower bracket. Mystery and Eddie, have they played? So before we can move on into the next round 3, we need to make sure that Mystery and Eddie have played their brackets. It seems like that was a 2-0 there from Eddie into their bracket. So Eddie's gonna move on 2-0 in the brackets here as well. All right. So what we need to do now, while we play the JF versus Mei Ling match, we need Bro9 versus Eddie to be in this as well. So if y'all two can get in here and try to compete your best. Bro9 versus Eddie, if y'all can get in your particular matches. All right. So Mei Ling and JF at this moment too are going to go ahead and warm up as well. So for those of you just joining us, welcome to Tetris Tuesdays. I'm your host FD907 today, and we are going on to the round 3 festivities right now. Just checking in with the tournament brackets. But like I said, if you are new here today, and if you want to stay tuned with our events, our Tetris tournaments, and chat with everyone in the lobby or things like that, you can also do ! bracket, but also join the Discord to catch up with all the players, as you can see them in the VC as we compete here today. We still have a lot of players actually in some of these VCs here, so never mind, they left the VC, but still, you get the point there. That's going to be how you're able to do that. So just be sure to stay up to date with that, and we will always get things going here. Anyway, let's go ahead and move along here. So, good luck, have fun to both players. It seems like the warm-up is now over with JF versus Mei Ling, and here goes the first round between both players here. Mei Ling versus JF, it seems like both players kind of going off neck and neck to start off. JF coming off with a Tetris right now. And there goes another, well, that was going to be a Tetris, but he's going to keep that going for a little bit. There goes a few doubles there. And here comes a T-spin from Mei Ling. And there goes a missed, well, no, never mind, that's a Tetris there, or a T-spin there for JF. But it seems like Mei Ling came off instantly with those huge Tetrises, with that clean garbage setup on the left side of the grid there. So Mei Ling's going to come off with the first match 1-0. JF with a bit of a misdrop there that might cost him a little bit there, and that seems like the misdrop is going to be a 2-0 from Mei Ling. GG. Mei Ling going to move on into the semi. Hold on. Mei Ling is going to go ahead and move on from this round into the semi. So now we have Bro9 versus Eddie. It seems like we cannot play the first semifinals match yet. We're gonna hold off on the semifinals, and we really need to stay up to date with the lower brackets right now. So we're gonna shift our attention into and hold off on the semifinals, and let's move on into we're gonna hold off on this for now. We need to catch up with the lower brackets, so we're now gonna be streaming the lower brackets here. And let's go and see what the result was with Bro9 versus Eddie. So, folks, for those of you joining us today, we are sponsored. VTV is sponsored. Today's tournament is sponsored by the VTV hype train, as you can see here on the screen. The hype train always keeps the marathon events and all of our lovely events here at VTV very hyped. So give yourselves a ride on the VTV hype train. Always get the hype going with any of our events, and we're proud to be here with our very fictional sponsor, the VTV hype train. But it seems like we're gonna move on into the lower brackets here. So Raro 9 versus Eddie, it seems like they're gonna play out their tournament as well. I mean their results here. So we need to submit these scores. Oh wait, that's right. Submit the scores. If we can. Submit the scores. Alright. Alright, they're good. So I think we should probably just have JF versus D Million. Oh, so they did not play their match yet. So it seems that we're gonna have Raro 9 versus Eddie, but for these lower brackets, I'm not gonna allow the warm-ups unless you're testing your internet connection. So that is because I think at this point we've all had a lot of time to warm up as well. But lower brackets, we're gonna skip the warm-ups for a little bit right now. Raro 9 versus Eddie. Oh, it seems like, yeah. So Raro 9 versus Eddie. That seems like the 2-1 went right there. So never mind. We're not gonna skip the warm-ups after all. So you can still opt in for a warm-up. So, all right, folks. So for those of you just joining us right now, we're gonna get hyped now because we're gonna start the lower brackets round 3. Let's get some hype in here. As you can see in the brackets, next up is going to be Royman versus Raro 9. So let's go ahead and edit the text to say lower bracket round 3, Raro 9 versus Royman. So Raro 9 versus Royman, if y'all can go ahead and the mill, if we can. So so it seems like we have, I'm not sure what language that is. It looks like some sort of Russian text, but we do have a player disrupting the tournament festivities right now, so we're gonna have to pull a kick on him or something like that. So if that's the case, so we will have to go ahead and move on into a private room. But we do have a player trying to disrupt our tournament at the moment. So we're gonna see how that goes. So right now we need to have Roman versus Raro 9. Sorry about that, folks. And here we go for the first match of the lower bracket round 3. Roman versus Raro 9. And sorry about that delay, folks. We do have sometimes players, random players try to disrupt our tournament events here, but you know, we're not going to be too phased by that. So Royman versus Raro 9. Y'all can opt to skip the warm up if you want, but if not, that is, like I said, always fine. All right. All right. So it seems like they're just deciding, they're getting set up right now. JF is Royman and Raro 9, so Raro needs to get ready. Romian, so, not Royman. Why did I say Roman? Somebody somebody spelled his name wrong. I think that was me. Romian versus Roro9. I said his name wrong the whole time, so we apologize for that. Romian, actually, we'll adjust your name here. GG. So they're gonna do a little warm up real quick. It seems like they are ready to go, and let's get started here. All right. All right. So the warm up has ended between Romian and Roro9. This is the lower bracket round 3 of the Tetris Tuesday tournament today. So let's get this started. Romian versus Roro9, and this will decide who goes on to the lower brackets round 4. All right. So it seems like Romian comes off with a, before I can even catch back on the match there, he comes off with a very aggressive play right there. He was trying to get that T-spin, but unfortunately he had to kind of tuck in the T-bar instead. So it does give Roro9 a chance to come back and sort of counterplay that. There goes the Tetris there from Roro9. Romian's on the ropes here a little bit. Roro9 does a nice job of coming back, but it seems like that's going to be too quick. Romian is going to be a bit too quick here at the rate he drops his Tetrises. So that's going to be a... I want to know series lead there for Romian. There goes 2 T-spins in a row, but Roro9 going to instantly counterplay that with some T-spins of his own there. So Romian almost in a bit of danger there. He needs to set out this kicker. There goes the T-spin and the Tetris there to instantly come off Romian with only 14 lines. 31 lines sent. Takes off Roro9 in 2 matches. So that's going to be a 2-0 for Romian. So let's go ahead and update the brackets if we can here as well. So 2-0. So Romian's gonna win a 2-0 series. All right. So that means JF versus D Million is the next match. So if we can have JF versus D Million, I'm not sure if they're still playing their match right now, but JF versus D Million will be the next match here. If I can show the tournament browser. And for those of you, before we go on to this match, those of you joining us right now, welcome to the Tetris Tuesday tournament series. It is our second tournament of season 2, and we're gonna start with a warm up from D Million versus JF right now. But as they are warming up, I'm glad you all are here. If you want to see today's brackets, you can always do !bracket in the chat. And also, if you want to tweet us out using hashtag Tetris Tuesday, you can do so at Variety TTV on the screen there, and use the tag hashtag Tetris Tuesday once again. Also, one more thing, if you want to join the Discord to stay up to date with our events and chat with everyone in the Tetris Tuesday community and also the VTV community here, you can do this to chat with all of the Variety TV community. You just use the Discord link right there. So now we're gonna get started here with the first match of the first match for JF versus D Million for the lower bracket round 3 to move on to the round 4 lower brackets. It seems like D Million's gonna go with a double T-spin setup. That was probably a bit too wide of a setup there, so that might have been a bit of a mistake there. He's still trying to send in that T-spin, but that is going to falter just a little bit. D Million is in a bit of danger here. Probably gonna be a bit of a misdrop there from the I piece. There goes another misdrop there from the T piece, and that's just gonna be an instant 1-0 lead there from JF so far. So JF gonna be leading the series 1-0. JF with 2 T-spins in a row right there. That was very quick and well played there from JF. Gonna put D Million on the ropes a little bit, but D Million is gonna answer with something of his own, and that's gonna be a 1-1 series tie so far. So the next one in this match will decide who is going to go on into the next match. GG, a very close series right now. JF versus D Million. It seems like JF is going to come up with the early advantage right now. setting up that quick T-spin, going to try to put D-Million on the ropes, but unfortunately D-Million had a nice stack of garbage there to clean up through, and this is still going to be a 2-1 series lead. D-Million is going to take the lead, and that means he is going to go ahead and move on to the lower brackets round 4. D-Million with a 2-1 series win. So, oh, nice job. It seems like our Tetris staff is on top of it as always. So now, can we have Romian versus Romian? God dang it, Romian versus D-Million. What's the match details? Oh, okay. Set station. What does that mean? I've never seen this before. Anyway, we'll do that later. But Romian versus D-Million into the next match here. So I think they're going to get set here pretty soon as they can. Romian versus D-Million. And if I talk too fast to catch up with everything, just go ahead and let me know, because sometimes I do manage to do that. I think I end up talking too fast on my own streams as well, because I have to keep up with the very fast-paced play style of these tournaments. So it's like when I talk on my own stream, like just casually, and I'm just chilling right now, I end up talking very fast, and people sometimes cannot keep up with what I am saying. But so with that being said, let's move on into the next round. Romian versus D-Million. Like I said, here are the brackets real quick. I think they're still deciding whether or not they want to opt in for a warm-up. So Romian versus D-Million. It seems like they're looking to see if they want to do a warm-up real quick. So they're asking each other for a warm-up right now, so we're gonna decide whether or not they're gonna skip it. It seems like they are going to skip the warm-up right now and move right into it. All right, here we go, folks. The first match of this match of this set versus Romian, with Romian versus D-Million in the lower bracket, round 3, the final match of that as well. So it seems like Romian's going to be doing a bit of a miss drop there. Unfortunately for D-Million, D-Million can actually get a nice T-spin and a few Tetris combos here as quickly as he can there, and it seems like he's going to take advantage of that. But Romian still manages to burn through that and catch up from that mistake there. But that seems to be probably a bit of another misdrop there from the T piece there. But still, Romian going to come back here and punish D-Million for that. For punishing his own mistake there. So Romian's going to go off with a 1-0 series lead. And sorry, this is actually lower bracket round 4. My bad. There goes the 1-1 series lead. 1-0 series lead for Romian so far. On to D-Million. It seems like Romian got off to a good start right now with a nice Tetris and a T-spin combo there. He's setting up yet another T-spin there, and here comes the Tetris from the garbage onto D-Million. But it seems like they're kind of getting a bit closer. D-Million is approaching this line of garbage here, and it has a nice chance to counterplay. Because this is some clean garbage here, he still can actually have a nice comeback from that early round. But it seems like there goes 2 Tetrises in a row and a T-spin from Romian onto D-Million. But it seems like D-Million with not much of a choice there with that T-piece, and it seems like gonna have to allocate this a little bit better. Not really much to do. This is probably not the best bag right now to put D-Million in a good position, so he needs to just kind of do a little bit of digging right now and set up a good play for himself. So there goes the T-spin setup, but still it's not there yet. So D-Million was not the best option right now. Unfortunately, that was a that was really just a very consistent play from Romian in that second match. To keep on being consistent and playing through D-Million's misfortunes. So 1 minute. So that means we're going to update the tournament browser here as well. All right, folks. So let's see here. So if we report these scores, that means Romian is going to move on 2-0 versus D Million. All right. So now, folks, for the moment you've all been waiting for, we're gonna move on into the semifinals, and like I said, we are now in the semifinals, folks. So let's get some hype in the chat here. There goes the hype train actually flying by right now, as you hear in the background of my mic. But we are in the semifinals, so that means we're gonna have a lot of hype here in the chat. Let's get some fire emojis and all that. Let's get our oh, it seems like they're not gonna warm up right now, so we're just gonna move right into it. Cheep versus Mei Ling in the first match of the semifinals, and it seems like they're both gonna be kind of neck and neck. A little bit of a dirty garbage there from Mei Ling, and I think that's gonna be I think this was the first match, so that means 1-0 Cheep right now in this first match of the semifinals, as we can see. So now Cheep is going to have a bit of a devastating early round to start with, but it seems like he's going to burn through this garbage as quickly as he can. There goes 3 Tetrises there for Cheep. And there goes another T-spin setup there, but both players really neck and neck. It's going to be probably a close match. Mei Ling doing a good job of coming back from the last match, still staying in a positive mentality, not really being too concerned there. But there goes a miss drop, unfortunately, at the last few seconds there for Mei Ling, and that's going to be a 2-0 for Cheep so far. So it is 3-0. Oh wait, I might have missed the first match. So there goes a 3-0 series lead, and that is going to be the match. So okay. So I guess that's hold on, folks. We're having a bit of difficulties. So, welcome Uniced Iced Tea to the VTV Tetris Tuesday tournament, Season 2, tournament number 2. So, that is a convincing 3-0 lead there, and that's going to be a sweep from Cheep. So we're going to move on into next round. So it seems like Cheep is going to now move on into the finals. Let's get some finals hype here in the chat once again. Give it up here for Cheep. He's going to be our first seed in the finals, the very first seed, making his way, strolling on with this incredible display of skill into the finals. And it seems like if we look at his matches so far, Cheep has swept each and one of his opponents all the way into the finals so far, folks. Just to let you know, so the stakes here are pretty damn high. And the second match of the semifinals is going to be with Mei Ling versus Romian. So this is going to be insane. Let's get some finals hype here, folks. Let's get all the hype. Just keep spamming in caps. Keep spamming all the hype that you can in caps if you can, because... And we have Romian AFK, Resident Sleeper, as well. Please spam your Resident Sleepers. Never mind, he is here. So spam your finals hype, folks. It's coming here. It's coming soon. Unfortunately, OPM was going to compete today, but actually woke up a little bit late, so unfortunately was not here to join the seedings today. But OPM will be here for the next match, definitely. So now we have the second match of the semifinals. It seems like I need to change my playlist as well. All right. So it seems like Mei-Ling and Romian are gonna go for their warm-ups right now here in the first match here. So we're underway in the second round of the semifinals with Romian versus Mei-Ling. And let me just take some time to set this up here. So let's do that. Tetris browser, and to look at the brackets today, you can always do ! bracket to go ahead and check how the tournament is going, and also tweet us out on Twitter using hashtag Tetris Tuesdays. So here we go, the first round versus Mei-Ling versus Romian, and it seems like the first match is underway here. Very close. There goes a miss drop there from Mei-Ling, a huge miss drop. Gonna have to really take advantage here on Romian's end if he's gonna go ahead and manage to burn through this right now. But it seems like the advantage was not taken quickly enough, so Mei-Ling does have a chance there to come back from that. And there goes the 1-0 series lead. Like I said, semifinals is a 3-0. I mean a best of 5 series. So that means we still have a lot more Tetris to play here. So Mei-Ling now with a huge swing of Tetrises and another T-spin to top that off. There goes a 2-0 lead so far in the series. That means Mei-Ling does have a chance to sweep here as well, but Romian also. This is semis, so that means it is a best of 5. Losers bracket round 5 is actually the second round for semifinals. Little fun fact there. What? I want to know. What do you mean 1-0? It was 2-0. Those are 2 matches being played. Wait, hold on, what? Wait, is it 1-0? I'm pretty sure I just talked for 2 matches. Never mind. We'll just keep going here on this match. So Mei-Ling and Romian kind of neck and neck right now, but Mei-Ling gonna come up instantly with some combos. It seems like I am lagging here in the chat, so I mean my screen is lagging, but we're still here and good to go. Both players still kind of neck and neck right now. Mei-Ling gonna set up a few other T-spins. We're still lagging here, a few technical difficulties. Still 2-0, but I think that's gonna be it. That's going to be a 3-0 series lead. Unless somebody lagged out. Did somebody lag out here? Okay, so never mind. It's still going to be 2-0. It seems like Tetris lagged out. Unless they did not lag out. Hold on a second. If the players did not log out, that means that does mean that it does count still. It count just because I log out does not mean the people who are competing logged out. So let's see. So all right, it seems like we are settling some technical difficulties right now, but it seems like so we're gonna go to the officiating desk right now. We're going to the officiating desk to decide what exactly is the case here. So, can we have our tournament officials? we're gonna go to our tournament officials to see what exactly. So So, all right, so we are counting that. It was not devastating lag. So that means, folks, that means, and thank you for the follow, delicious. So in that case, let's get some hype going, because we got some finals hype. That means Mei Ling is going on to the grand fight. Okay, so hold on, guys. We're going to the finals right now. So let's see. Everyone's like,
What the hell? Hurry up and start.
I got a little bit sidetracked. Everyone, hold on. So here's the brackets. Let's go ahead and move on into the finals now. With Mei Ling versus Cheap. The hell. All right, so here's the last match of the finals. Let's get some finals hype in the chat right now. Let's get some fires, even though most people don't even have their phones to look at it, so I guess you can't do fire emojis then. Mei Ling versus Cheap. Here goes the last one. They're gonna skip the warm-up and go right into it, so I gotta do this quickly. They're going to opt out, and here goes the grand finals. This will decide who is the winner of today's Tetris Tuesday tournament of the second season. Number 2, Mei Ling versus Cheap, and it seems like they're going at this very quickly already. Cheap taking the early advantage. There goes a T-spin there. 2 T-spins in a row from Cheap, and there goes another Tetris there, putting Mei Ling on the ropes. That's a top out instantly for Mei Ling. There goes 1-0 in the series for Cheap so far. This music is getting intense in my headphones right now, so it's getting lit. It seems like Cheap actually setting off some very aggressive playstyles right now. He's gonna set off another Tetris there onto Mei Ling, but Mei Ling does a nice job of burning through this garbage quickly enough. Cheap also having a clean set of garbage here. Mei Ling in a bit of danger there. That might have been a misdrop there from the L piece, but still managing to come off and clear through that fast enough. But it wasn't quick enough in the end. There goes a 2-0 lead for Cheap so far. And this is going to be the match point for Cheap. If he wins this, he'll be your grand finals champion here for the second tournament in a row. He'll be a 2-time back-to-back champion here for the tournament series. And there goes the 3-0 sweep from Cheap to take the finals. So that means Cheap is now your champion for Tetris Tuesday Season 2. Match number 2. So, Cheap, congratulations. That is your second week in a row of winning the tournament. So actually, let's see if Cheap, if you want to have a little player interview here in the chat right now, I mean in the Discord, you're more than welcome to join, and we can interview you and talk about your championship here as well. But congratulations here, everyone. Give Cheap a congratulations for winning the tournament two weeks in a row. The Cheap sweep, as they call him here in the game chat right now, the Cheap sweep. But let's see. All right. It seems like he's not going to join for his interview here today, so it's all good. So Cheap, before we go off, do not stray off yet, folks, because we have a lot more to announce in Say at the Minute. So first of all, let's give a huge congratulations to Cheap for winning for the second week in a row. Boom, T-spin for Cheap. Yeah, that's right. With all those T-spins in NES Tetris, it's about your Tetrises, but in this arena mode, JS-Tris and Tetris Friends, it's always about the T-spin. So GG for Cheap. There goes the second, like I said, week in a row. And for those of you just joining us, you have just witnessed the finals for our VTV Tetris Tuesday tournament, the second tournament of season 2. So this was definitely a good one for this week. You know, we had 11 entries so far, so good job to everyone as well who also participated and competed. But it seems like Cheap's gonna go off, like I said, with another victory lap here. So let's look at the final results if we can. If I can scroll up here, the tournament should be marked as completed. If if I can report the scores. I don't know why I can't mark it as completed right now, because it should be doing that. There we go. Hold on. Let's submit these scores if we can. It should be completed right now. Why can I not? So I have to complete the tournament scores so we can actually see this right now. But I guess we'll kind of update this later. But you'll obviously, you know, Cheap see that Cheap is the grand finalist winner, and then coming in second place, Mei Ling, and then third place, Roman. Oh no, yeah, I did that on purpose. And then and yeah, so we'll update here with the settings here, but it seems like some of the scores were not reported for some reason. So let me just I need to smell these scores for this thing to submit the actual fucking results. What the hell? Alright, so I guess we can't do that today, unfortunately. So, oh yeah, F5. Alright, thanks. So, there we go. Thank you very much for that. So here are the results. Thank you, Blue Guitar, for telling us about F5. So, here are the results for the tournament. As you can see, and the Tetris Tuesday player rankings right here will be adjusted according to this, you know, to the current season right now. And we will, and I'll post these up after the, probably after the tournament today, and also remind you folks tomorrow about these updated rankings. So, anyway, let's go back into the brackets here. So, let me turn off the music here for a minute. So, I think that's going to be it for now, but thank you everyone for joining us thus far. Do not leave just yet. This was a great tournament. We had 11 entries today. Thank you all for doing that so far, but also to see more, to look at more events that we are doing and whatnot in VTV, and always stay up to date with the community and whatnot. I do recommend you do ! Discord to join the server, talk to everyone in the server, and join the Tetris community that we have in VTV, but also get a chance to meet some of the Variety TV streamers that we have in our stream team as well. And the community in general is a lovely place to be, very welcoming and open as well. So, as we have that, also make sure you also follow us on Twitter at Variety TV, so you're able to stay up to date with when we go live, our events like that, and our new Instagram that we don't use that much right now at Variety Central TV. So that's all of the social medias that you can follow for VTV right there. And now, without further ado, to end off the tournament for Tetris Tuesday, let's go and end off with a raid for one of our VTV members here. So we have Red Hawk Plays. He is a new member of the VTV casting crew, and he is someone who's been streaming for quite a while, doing a great job. So let's give him another raid here. He seems to be the only one live right now. So thank you folks for joining us, and we're gonna raid Red Hawk Plays, give him your best Tetris raids and whatnot. But we'll be live next week on Tuesday from 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 5 p.m. if we even go that long. But we'll start at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be live on this channel next week. But also, if you want to catch more events throughout the week, we also have Splatoon Saturdays, which is called Splatter Days, with Rocket Boy 3005 every Saturday from 8 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. So if you play Splatoon 2 as well, you can catch us live on Saturday as well. So that's gonna be it for that. Let's go ahead and give Red Hawk Plays a lovely VTV raid. Give him your best VTV raid. Let him know that we're here to support and everything that goes with that. So let's give him a raid right now. And without further ado, folks, once again, I am FT907 signing off. Glad to be your host here for Tetris Tuesday. So we'll see you next time, next week at 1 p.m. PST with, hold on one second, folks, with VTV Tetris live on Twitch. All right, give him your best raid, folks. We'll be out, and we'll see you next week.
I haven't listened to Bullet for my Valentine in so long. Hey! Right, Essential TV. Thank you so much for the raid.